how to deal with a breakup or getting over a guy that you never even dated.
Unfollow them, block them, do whatever you need to do to not see their stuff.
God will mend your broken heart.
We're searching for love.
Love is searching for me.
What is up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and I'm here with some amazing, awesome, beautiful women who are going to be answering some of your guys' questions today. You guys can follow all of their Instagrams and their channels right here. There we go. We really want to just chat and hang out with you guys and answer your questions. But to be honest, we really can't function without caffeine. I already drank a whole can already.
It's true.
But
Drop in the comments if you guys are the same, okay? We're real here. Don't judge us.
Right, really. So here's what we're going to do. You guys stay here. We'll be right back. We're going to go get some Starbucks, and then we'll get into this video.
Yeah, I like
Right.
that idea.
All right, well, we'll see you guys in a bit. Do you guys want straws? Yes, please. Ooh, that was almost so bad.
Cake pop. Oh, it's
I got your cake pop right
Yay. Mmm, the flavors, you're melting in my tongue. I love it.
All right, y'all. So we got our Starbucks. Yep, and good. We forgot the audio on the B-roll and what we
forgot
ordered
it.
and stuff. You get to guess what we ordered, and it makes it more fun anyways. Starting off, I just wanted to say, we have a diverse group here. We have two girls who are still not searching for love. They don't need to search, but they're still waiting on
We're
love.
searking for love.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Just wanted to
not.
clarify.
Love is searching for me, so it's Scare Shop is my Instagram.
Hit her line, guys. Me and K-Cup are in relationships, so we have a diverse group of stuff to talk about. So number one, I want to start off by, what is the best piece of advice that you would go back and give yourself when you were in high school? Any type of advice, like back in high school, you think about your 13 to like 17, 18-year-old range, something you wish you knew in high school.
Something I wish I knew in high school is that God has a specific plan for my life. And there's a difference between really knowing that than actually knowing it yourself and it being a reality to your heart. Because when you realize you're chosen by Him, that there's nobody else that can walk in the plans that He has for you, and that they're designed to satisfy the desires of your heart, specifically even the desires you don't even know are there. Then you don't have to look left and right in comparison and say, oh, well, she's dating, or she's doing better than me, or I wish I was here, or I wish I was married, or I wish left and right. And it's not even just high school. This could be for you right now. But
Right?
I was just held back by so much comparison in high school. So if I could tell my high school self anything, it would be that God has a unique plan for me that will satisfy my desires above any other person's plan that I wish that I had, and to just stay faithful to that plan. That's my
So good. I think that I wish I would have listened to the don't date in high school advice that I was always given, because I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna be the one, the percentage of people who actually last, and that's really, really awesome if you last and you found a relationship in high school. I'm so insanely happy for you. But if you're looking for a relationship just to satisfy the, oh, I need a date to senior prom, or I need a boyfriend because my friends have boyfriends, we were just talking about the people that we dated in high school. We were like, ooh, because you look back and you're like,
True.
what?
I would tell myself, or whoever is in high school right now, to not try to control everything so much, you know what I mean? Mainly when it comes to relationships or friendships, because I feel a lot of times we try to control things so much and hold on to people who are not meant to be in our life forever, and then you're just scared to not have a friend, or scared to not have a significant other, that you try to hold on to that person, and it keeps hurting you so much because maybe it's a toxic person or a toxic relationship or friendship, and because you don't want to be alone, you hold on to that so bad and so much because you'd rather be with bad company than alone, and that is horrible. People are gonna hurt you and they're gonna disappoint you because you're people. The only one that you should lean on for sure is God, you know what I mean? And then He's gonna bring people and remove people as He wishes from your life.
True. Exactly, and that leads me to my point. I was gonna say quality, not quantity, because I tried.
Amen.
I wanted to fit in, and all my friends were going to parties, or I wouldn't get invited, and I was like, these aren't even my friends. And then my senior year, I had a terrible junior year because I wanted to just fit in with my friends, but I didn't feel like I was in the party scene. I did not want to be, but everyone else was doing it, so you feel like you have to conform to that. But once I realized I didn't, my senior year, I had 2 friends, and that was my best year of my life. Was because I
It's
decided
true.
to choose
Yeah.
those friendships.
I
Wow.
never had a friend group during high school, but I always had one friend that I was with.
Yeah.
And I lived, like, me and Carol even talk about it to this day, because so many people we talk to say that they hated high school.
Yeah.
And we don't understand.
Me
It was
being
so
one of
good
them.
for
I hated
us.
high school. I hated
I
it.
It
love
was
high
so good, but it was because instead of trying to seek popularity is a lot like number of followers. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it really is meaningless. What really matters is loving on those around you and really finding people that build you up and you can have fun with. So don't look at popularity numbers and who gives a crap, okay? Those people, you hear this all the time. Nobody cares after you graduate. Nobody
Literally,
cares.
I cannot even
Seriously.
remember, like,
After you graduate.
Exactly.
Nobody.
So
High
true.
school is such a short period of time because I feel like when we're like younger, we're like, oh my gosh, once I get to high school, like my life is gonna begin. It's like, no, your life, like,
And the decisions that you're making in high school is gonna affect you for like a long time. You know what I mean?
right. I mean, and obviously get good grades and like, you know, if you need to go to college or whatever, like that's awesome. I had such a huge problem finding friends in high school, and I just want us to go around and kind of talk about like the qualities we look for people in friends and like how to know if a friend is good for you or a friend is bad for you, because friends are necessary, guys. Like even if you're in a relationship, you still need friends. Like I know so many
That's
girls
huge.
who threw away all their friendships just when they found a boy, and it does
One
not go
person
well.
should never be everything for you.
I think it's so important, like when it comes to friendships and stuff like that, like having some. If you have a person that when you like success, they're like making you feel guilty about it, or they're like making you like kind of like holding yourself back whenever something good happens in your life, when there's an opportunity or something that's actually good from God, and then like the person makes you feel like guilty about it, or they like kind of like hold you back because you're jealous because they don't want you to like succeed, or because they feel guilty because you're not there or whatever, like that's not good. You know what I mean? You want somebody that like helps you to like be your best version, that pushes you to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like kind of like gets excited and happy for you when you're winning.
Kind of what Carol was saying. Mine would be, this is an easy way to decide whether or not a person should be in your life. There's literally a statistic that talks about how you become like who you hang around. And I would just ask you guys, if you're in a situation looking at one of your friends to trying to decide if they're trying to be like, if they should be in your life or not, look at them and genuinely, without a filter, look at their qualities, look at where their direction of their life is heading, look at how they treat people, look at their ambition for what they're working towards and their goals and their dreams. Are they going somewhere? Are they staying in the same place? And if you want to be like them, keep hanging out with them.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be like them, find somebody that does inspire you and hang around them.
Be the friend that reaches out first. Because I know for me, I wait for people to reach out to me first because I'm so afraid of what they're gonna say. And I've probably lost out on so many friendships by doing that.
Yeah.
Because they're probably just waiting for me. It's not that they don't like me.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
probably just because they're doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And like thinking and overthinking, because I overthink a lot. So
Same.
I would
Oh my
say,
gosh.
like, if you have someone on your heart that you want to hang out with, just go say hello and ask them how they're doing. And it could spark a whole conversation or a whole friendship that you didn't even realize was there.
Totally.
Or like waiting for you to do. So that
That's
was
so
true.
good. And pick people who make you like don't make you feel bad about yourself. You can't compare yourself to her. Like you'll never be her. Like you're you. Like God made you
Yeah.
you. That's a huge thing because they're not a true friend if they're constantly trying to change your image to like be the ideal person. So definitely pick people who edify you and build you up, don't tear you down. Like you're really gonna wear that? Oh, you're
Yeah.
eating that?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
oh my gosh,
those
the food.
friends,
Don't you dare
friends.
comment on my food. Like,
Yeah, that's messed
oh
up.
my word, bro.
I think I've had.
That is the
we've all had
worst.
like people like
That
that.
is the worst.
That's bad.
Or guys, stop. You know those friends that will be like, whenever you like somebody that's actually like a good guy or whatever,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, I mean, like they'll kind of like be like, "Ugh, I don't know," and then next thing you know, they're trying to talk to them
Yep.
They follow them.
in high school.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Like, that's
Here's
cute.
my
They're
next
cute
advice.
for you.
They're not.
Don't tell anyone about the guy you like.
They're not the worst.
Don't ever tell
Julia.
anyone.
Stop. Whoa.
Yeah, before I try to say something now, I always say, am I adding value by saying this or am I taking away? Because you always want to be
Ooh,
adding
that
value.
is so
That's
good. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So comparison, that's like the big one. Like for me, that was a big one. Always like struggling with comparison. And so the hugest thing ever that like helped me overcome it, which like I say overcome it, like I still kind of struggle with it. Who doesn't? But knowing like who I am in the Lord and like knowing that God didn't make anybody but you. Like he made you to be you. He's not making her to be you. He's making her to be her. Remember that. And even like every single day, like you're not going to learn something one time and then it's going to carry over into every day of your life. You need to learn it and then keep learning it and continue. Like make a reminder on your phone or whatever, and surround yourself with people who remind you of that too. Like that goes back to the friendship thing. Like comparison is not where you want to be, in a place of like tearing yourself down because someone else seems to have their life like better together than you do.
Dang.
I always say the quote, and all my girls, if you watch this, you guys know, I love the quote, comparison is the thief of all joy. Because when I was in high school and growing up, comparison literally robbed the joy out of every good thing God was doing in my life. Because it's horrible. You could literally be walking in your prayer like request, living it out, and because you're allowing the enemy, because that's what it is, to hold your mind in comparison, you don't even realize what you're walking in. Because you're looking at her life and you'll never reach what God has for you and walk on his path for your life when you're looking down and like not up at him and asking him, like, where's my next step? Like looking, oh my gosh, but she's over here and she's over here, and you're gonna go off of your path in every which way until you finally say, God, I'm gonna believe that you've chosen me and that you've got a plan that only I can disqualify myself from, and they are going to fill my desires, and I'm gonna walk in them.
How to deal with a breakup or getting over a guy that you never even dated.
Okay, I'll go first. Let me tell you something. Literally 90% of the guys that you like in high school, and if not after that, okay, you don't necessarily like them because you probably don't even know who they are. And don't be mad, because this is a good thing, okay? You just like the idea you have of them, or the idea that they put out there of who they are, but that's probably not who they are. And I feel like so many times, like, they'll reject you or something, or you just feel like you just like beat yourself up like with like the comparison, like who they're talking to, or like they're not, like, you're not their type or whatever, or what, like you just take it like really personal, you know what I mean? But the truth is that they don't really know necessarily what they want probably, and if they're a good guy maybe they do, but like if they don't like you, it's like a mutual thing, you know what I mean? If they don't like you, then you probably wouldn't get along with them anyways. Like, don't beat yourself up. Just live your life and the right people are gonna come. You know what I mean? You don't have to like make it a whole thing trying to keep in position that you're gonna get them, and once you get them you're gonna be happy, because chances are once you get them you're gonna realize who they really are. Maybe you're not even gonna get along and you're just gonna end up breaking up anyways. You know what I mean?
So good.
That's just for most part, not for everyone though.
Yeah.
Some relationships can work out in high school. But that was just mine.
Do not isolate yourselves from your friends or like from a community. Find a church that you can plug into. Like, I know for me, like plugging into like Jaywalkers or whatever helped me so much, because like you still like, I don't know, but just plug into a church, like find like-minded people, but also unfollow them, block them, do whatever you need to do to not see their stuff. Because again, if you're looking at their stuff more than you're in your word, then there's something wrong. So just unfollow them and like go on with your life, because like you just gotta do that.
God will mend your broken heart so much faster than like any substance, any person, like going to hook it up with more guys. Like God can fix that, and you just have to let him, and it's a daily surrender.
Yeah.
That's something I forget. I go a whole week and I'd be like, I haven't even prayed about this. Like, I'm so tore up. Like, I'm crying. But I haven't even prayed to, like, ask God to take this pain away. I'm like, what the heck am I doing?
Right.
Like, that is so dumb. Like, should be the first thing that I do.
That's true. I don't think we ever get to a place where we fully know who we are in Christ. I think we're always learning. And, like, just constantly being invested in your word, I would say, is just such an important guardrail. And it even talks about in the Bible, like, guarding your heart above all else. And when I was in high school, that was something I held on to a lot. And obviously we're human, so there were times I even thought I was guarding my heart just because I wasn't going there physically, but I was giving pieces of my heart away. Because when you give like, you let people occupy your thoughts, you let people occupy your imagination, what you're texting, your time, like, you are getting invested. And the thing I would say is, one thing high school and a little bit out of it, in middle school especially, like, I feel like a lot of girls fall into, is trying to become everything that the guy that they like wants.
Yeah.
And I would say that's a really scary place, because number one, you can't hold that up forever, and number two, there is nothing more horrible feeling than when somebody says they don't want to be with you after you just tried to
Oh
become
my
everything
God.
that they wanted.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
makes
worst.
you, it's a huge tactic that the enemy uses because it makes you feel like I was everything they wanted
And they still
I'm
didn't
still
want
not
me.
enough.
Yeah.
And who am
Oh,
I? And
my
do I even
gosh.
have value? And do I even have worth? And the enemy will just spiral your mind. I'm never going to find anybody good, so I should just settle and fall back into the same old trap. I'm going to be alone forever, so now I'm desperate and I'm going to go search after him and him and him to fill this spot. When in reality, we just need to learn how to truly be ourselves, because if we're walking in God's will for our life, if we're plugged into his word, if we're truly being ourselves in relationships, if Carol's a guy, she does not like me back, I'm walking in God's will, I know that it was not God's
Yeah.
will for my life, and I can
So
stand
good.
on that truth.
So good.
Yeah.
Because it says him who finds a wife finds a good thing. And if God hasn't opened his eyes to see me yet, he wasn't the one for me. So I have to believe if God withholds no good thing from me and I'm loving him and following his word, like his purpose and his will for my life, he wasn't the one. It has nothing to do with my value. I love the quote I posted on my Twitter. It says, "You can still be the full package and arrive at somebody else's mailbox."
Ooh.
And it feels like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like your
Oh
worth
my gosh, that's
is
so
not
true.
determined by how somebody else sees you. It's determined by how God created you, and there's nothing that can discount that.
It's been
And
there.
the worst advice is just get over it. Because you can't
Right.
just get over it.
Right.
Like,
but you do.
you
right.
can get over it.
Right,
But that's just
right.
the worst.
That's so good. Guys, just to add a little comedic relief, like, I'm just thinking about all the stuff that I did to, like, get the guys to like me when I was, like, in high school and middle
You
school.
don't even know.
Like, to the
You don't even
extent
know.
I was listening to, like, the music that I was listening to. He was in, like, this, like, punk rock band.
Me
So
and Carol-
bad! It's so
Me and
bad!
Carol, we like the same guy.
Oh, no.
We were good with it too, which is
Oh,
the
no.
most. We convinced our substitute to let us sneak into his class and take a fake fake test at his table because we knew where he was fourth period and we knew his
Bro.
table because we were that creepy, and he let us do it.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
And it worked. He followed us both. Did not.
He,
did
I mean,
not?
he did, and then we traumatized, but that's okay. I want to give him a quote before we end.
Okay.
This is really important because it says in the Bible, "Guard your heart above all else, for everything you do
flows from it.
flows from it."
It's a good one.
So this quote is really important. You don't protect your heart by acting like you don't have one. Period.
How does that apply to your life, Carol?
Well, it applies in a way that, like, for real, when I got heartbroken freshman year, I literally said, "That's it. I'm putting my heart on freeze." I
And you
started acting like I didn't have a heart, and I started believing in that I didn't have a heart. And then, like, you know what I mean? And then, sure, you're not gonna get your feelings hurt when you do that, but you're hurting other people. And then at the end of the day, after years and stuff, you still, like, put yourself through that. So, like, you're like, it's like emotional damage, you know?
That's so true.
And, like, I'm kidding.
Do you need to talk about something? Do we need to... Guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video. We had the absolute best time getting our Starbucks, which is completely gone now.
Here comes his too.
Mine's been
I-
gone this whole time.
But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments if you want a part 2, any additional questions that y'all have. And we're just so blessed to know you guys. We
Yeah.
love y'all so
y'all.
much. And we
We
hope
love
you
you
guys have
guys.
a great rest of your day. See you next week.
Bye!